I'm kind of far. I guess I can get closer, but I don't have to hold my microphone anymore. How do I sound? Do I sound okay? Am I loud enough? Am I low? Do I sound dumb? Do I sound muffly? Is too much pop filters? Everything's good? It's not low? Okay. It looks okay on my end of things here, but yeah, I no longer have to deep throat the mic. Actually, I can listen to myself. Hold on. I am saying words to test the mic. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, we good. How y'all doing? Was y'all there for them long ass streams I did on Saturday? Is it really bright in my room? I look white. I'm so tired of being disrespected. I'm dark skinned. I'm blacker than a moonless night. Why do y'all do this to me? Oh yeah, we did top 30 anime and manga streams on the weekend. They'll be on YouTube though, so I'll post them during the week if you want to catch them there. We went like 6 and 3.5 hours. So that Saturday was just me streaming. I was so mad. But anyways, never sound dumb. I appreciate it. You light skin as fuck, don't deny it. This is a filter. I keep telling y'all, this is a filter. It's an overlay. I'm black as hell. I was present for the anime, missed the manga. I feel it. Okay. That being said, we are here for Kubera. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and say hi to YouTube. See me on YouTube later. And let's get to the Finite number 4. I'm not denying anything, all right? I know what I am. I was told that I'm allowed to identify how I feel on the inside, and I feel dark skin. Okay. Your expression doesn't look good. If changing the destination of to Cali Bloom bothers you, no, it's all right. I'm just a bit tired. Cali, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm here, but I'm not. All right, come to Twitch though. Yeah, what's up, YouTube niggas? I'm just a bit tired. It seems like he didn't get enough sleep since he stayed up talking about various things with me last night. Hold on a second, Leez. I have something to talk about with you in private. I think my moral support right now. I'm not caught up. Oh, okay. Let me know when you caught up, man. Para greatness. In private, it seems that we fell to the past back when the bracelet was still kept in the Temple of Earth. What? I know it's hard to believe, but it isn't. I've experienced something similar before. I just didn't know that God Kubera had such an ability too. Okay. She took that pretty well. She didn't figure it out on her own though. Whoa, Callie, why are you looking at her like that? Well, first of all, I'm wildin'. One second, people. I totally forgot to put where the first character I see is. I'm putting up Brilith. No, Brilith it is. I forgot. Sorry. You know they gonna come for me, bro. That's totally my fault. Yeah, Leez is telling everything. Like she doesn't even realize what she's doing. She's giving her so much information, and this probably allowed her to do so many things in the future. What's up, Tiara? How you doing? Tiara, how you doing? So what do we do? Even if we give up on getting the bracelet, if we want to find a way back to our original time, the only solution would be to meet with Agni Nim and ask him. But I think it could be a problem if we approach a city carelessly and get caught. Then wouldn't it be better to look for Kubera instead? Even if we do meet Agni, he won't have any solutions regarding the topic of time. Rather than meeting the person who sent us to the past, meeting the person to the past could be a clue on how to return to the future. To do that, you need to get the bracelet Lees. Your divine affinity is 0. It's impossible for you to cast any spells without the bracelet. Why is he? I wonder why Callie is so fixated on her getting the bracelet back. Lee's unknowingly telling her all the answers, right? Just spilling info. You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about using the summoning spell? But Yuta, as you know, my lifespan. Don't worry about it. That's only a problem when calling a god from another dimension, and he was already in the human realm at this time. Now, Combat can take care of the process of entering the city. The temple is very high up. They don't have the manpower to guard items that are locked away by security devices anyway. If we move under the cover of night, it won't be hard to snag the bracelet. Me using the summoning spell? Oh, I thought she was more suspicious. What's up, my guys? What's up, high and low? How you doing, bro? How you doing? What then? What? Wait, then how? What happened in the day? That day in the past. I didn't have the bracelet back then. Yeah. Okay. What are we getting? What are we about to get into? Oh, what are you about to get into? What are we about to get into? He hasn't summoned. He wasn't summoned because of me using the spell. One Last Guy Kubera story art by Kurigam, season 3, episode 900, 298. The Finite 4. 900 be crazy. I don't think Kubera will go that long. We're like in the 500s though, or close to 600s in total. I don't even know. What chapter are we on in total, chat? Like in total, like not by season. Are we in the 600s yet? Are we in the 500s, late 500s? Where are we at? Just out of curiosity. Cali season. That's why we saw Adult Lee say the summoning spell when. That's why we saw Adult Lee say the summoning spell when Young Lee summoned him. Oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm so impressed with her like close time loop stuff. She's doing a good job. Ma, was it okay to just leave him asleep there? There doesn't seem to be unusually large amount of servers around here. Since he managed to come so far out, he should be fine on his own. If someone is wandering outside the cities, by themselves, they must have the skills for it. And now that we know this is the past, it's better not to get too involved with him. I made sure he'd stay silent about the future you spoke of, but we only know when you might slip up again. But we don't know when you might slip again. Sorry, because of me, I actually thought about killing him to silence for sure. I actually thought, oh shoot, but I gave up on that since I thought you wouldn't like it. I feel like Yuta doesn't typically talk like this, but I don't even know because I'm trying to think. Like Yuta's changed a lot and been through a lot of stuff being in the sewer. I feel like he didn't get like this. Like I wonder if Leez is getting suspicious. Like he talking kind of crazy, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. It seems barriers are no hindrance to you at all anymore, Yuta. That's all thanks to my mother. Loathsome as she is. Oh, brother. Trying to talk, not trying to talk shit about herself. She's not slick, Allie. What do you thought? She's not slick, bro. She's not slick. She said I'm gonna take digs up myself so I could keep the cover up. Yuta wouldn't point that out, lol. Okay. As long as Kurt wishes to write it meaningfully, help Kubera characters reach thousands. That's a wishful thinking. We're like 570-ish, which needs the next question. Why didn't she emerge with her younger self? That's a good question. She's hilarious, but Jesus Christ, you're not slick. I see you. I see you. I see what you really are. What does the thing say? Anyways, as I thought, they trust the security system and are lax on manpower. They're there sitting down, talking, whatever. What's up? It's just a bench. Wait, what is it? It's just a bench to make the item storage look inconspicuous. No, it's nothing. What about the security system? What did you just see in the past? Why did you just see that? Oh, this bench is the bench they sat on. Hmm. What about the security system? Well, it's just a machine with creation magic. It's easy enough to break it. Hey, Leez, take it. Could you? Could it be that you don't know how to equip it? I do. Sierra Nim showed me when he took the bracelet from me to be exact how to unequip it. But do you remember when I came back to get the bracelet removed in N15? He said that he couldn't show a secret meant only for priests to a kid like me and didn't unequip it. If the way to remove it was completely different than the way to equip it, there would be no need to keep the way to remove it a secret. Well, Yuta, you were focused on eating lots of raw meat back then, so maybe you didn't hear. Ah, yes. There was a time like that. I remember. Mmm. That felt like a trap. You lying through your teeth. Hmm. Well, I want to see comments on my thing. Refresh. Let me refresh this. Refresh this. Refresh this. Is that gonna help? I'm not seeing them. She noticed the bench, but Callie didn't and dismissed it. Callie loves creations, but blunders just like them. She not any better. She not any better. Uh, we are in the. Are we in the void? LOL. No, no. You guys are good now. I think I see them on my screen now. Okay, sorry. I remember something like that. You weren't eating anything at the time. Are you really Yuta? Hook, line, and sinker. Got him, boss! Got him! Yeah. Ask some questions. Use your question powers. Are you really Yuta? I've seen it once before, so I know there's one other being who can imitate him. You are not ruled by appetite, and no red veins appear while using the eyes. Primeval god Kali. Let's go, Lisa. That's what I'm talking about. You're not tricking her. That's her man's. You're not tricking her. Oh my! I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm here for this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up? What's up, Glam? Oh, Callie. Got him. She smiles. What a shame. I wouldn't have made a mistake if my insight had been perfect. It's because your inner self has such an annoying structure. Well then, seems like this is where my fun ends, huh? For humans who have already grown weary, using force is more effective than talking. Huh? This body. Wrestle. Is Yuta fighting back? Yuta? Don't come close. Oh, are you resisting me? It seems you realize who you are while you developed. Uh-oh. Wait, what does that mean though? What does that really mean? Isn't that why I was able to take over your body? Because you acknowledge this name? No, my name is if when his real name? Are we getting the real name? Y'all doubted me last week and quite literally everything I claimed came to pass. Y'all will find out though. Just know I keep receipts. I feel a wave coming. Lee's already been played by Callie. Callie ain't shit. Already been played by the best. Callie ain't shit. Not hanging around to hear your sexy voice. Excuse me. If you're going to if you're going to shove something like Jatayu in my face, stop. A name like that only works on those stupid creatures. My name is Yuta. The reason I used the name you gave me was to save Leez, since I wouldn't be able to cross the barrier without using that name. Okay, this is the flashback back when he did it. I borrowed the name for a while, so to speak, nothing more. I have not fully acknowledged that name as my own. You dare not acknowledge the name I gave you? Besides, Yuta. Huh, ha. A rubbish name like that with no power at all. Power doesn't matter. It's a precious name she gave me. Is that so? I see. That thing is what ruined you. Oh my God. Did you think I would stay still knowing this? I won't permit it. A name like that, gnawing away at my masterpiece. Looks like they're fighting each other in some inner world. I see okay, okay. I won't permit I won't permit it either. Anything you do harms Lee's. If you're trying to scheme something by twisting time even more, give it up. Well, right now you have been sealed and immobilized, and it was me who drew you into my body by my own will. It would have been different. It would have been a different matter if I didn't have my almost. I don't know why I saw tits. My wits about me. It's like what? Right now, I have the upper hand. So think carefully about your next step, mother. I love this. I love this. Oh man. So think carefully about your next step, mother. To be continued. These, do these feel shorter? That's just me. Kragon's blog, Claw's time of ordeal. Would splitting up here really be the end of his plan? Machine breaking specialist. Yuta broke several things in season two, starting with Rish's basement. That's my story. There are people who ask when exactly Lee's put on the bracelet. when this episode released as Fast Pass, and the same question went on even two episodes after this too. If you scroll up a bit from the panel, you can see Lee's putting it on. Okay, I'll look in a second. Getting smart with me. This was originally drawn without color to distinguish it from reality, but due to my lacking artistic talent, no, don't say that. You're not Takashi. Takashi's a bum. Fuck Takashi. Takashi's the worst. Um, there was a serious misunderstanding regarding character identity, especially the following episode. There would be some mistaking her for Anata and Agni. They're not characters who would even make that face, so why? That's not your fault. They're stupid. Agni? What? That's their fault. They're dumb as hell. That absolutely cannot happen, so I hurriedly added color. Black hair stands out amongst the characters, so that's clear. There should be no mistaking this character. Ho ho ho. That is crazy. Young lad is cooking. Yuta will finally cook. Oh snap! We need to remain hush. It's just that the raw readers couldn't say you were right. Oh, okay. Young lad is cooking. Your mind is fully. My goat. You always see titties, Naya. We know you. What's going on? This is not my character arc. My character, thematic role. Kurgan is doing burnout. She also got splitting highlighting. Hiatus might be long. Okay, well, honestly, she's done a lot of good work. The rest that if she takes a rest, that can allow me some time to work on a Kubera video essay, anyways. Because I want to probably the first a video essay or second video essay I make is going to be on a Kubera character. These Korean fans are brain dead. Curry needs her rest. Ties might be long. Hopefully the break helps. Korean fans roast her even though she does her best. Been vouching for a long outbreaks ages. Korea not bright? I guess not. First Morocco's romance, then getting mad at her. Now this. Someone needs to pack Korea. Don't make side stories on your break, please. Yeah. We'll be radio science hiatus. Okay. Anyone hopping in to discuss? You guys are coming in. I'll hop in Discord if you guys want to talk for a bit before we move on to the next thingamajig. But no, there's a lot of good things here. There's a lot of good things here. I switch device. Let me see something here. Oh, nice. Is this for Tower God Catan that you sent me for? Interesting. Okay, thank you. You don't even need lizard no more. I'll give you the light novel order in a second, Ashu. I'll give it in a second. Let me hop in Discord and get this conversation popping.
I want to see what you're
How
saying.
y'all boys doing? I can't hear you yet though. I gotta put my headphones on. Give me 1 sec. Well, how y'all doing? Talk to the people.
I'm doing good, my boy.
And these are gonna break secretly. I gotta get some new headphones. And now I should be able to hear y'all. Hello?
Hear you? You hear
There we
me?
go. How do I sound?
Bodega.
You sound clear.
Do I
So
actually?
I can hear you perfectly, but the quality is much lower than your usual mic.
Oh, fair enough.
What's wrong with the bad mic, man? What's wrong with it?
What happened?
Nothing.
All right, what do you guys think of the chapter?
You know what, KG? You go first, because I'll take a while. You go first.
No, I want to hear you. It's for me. It was fine. For me, it was fine. I liked it. I was happy the whole thing that Yuta didn't go berserk. I'm happy that didn't happen, and I'm happy. I am mad about the cloud thing. I wanted to see something, not it getting off screened. And what else? What else about that chapter? I don't know. It was fine for me. Now, Glam, take the stage. I want to see.
So I'm just gonna lead off with saying that I was right about a litany of things, but we'll get to that in a second. The first thing I need to say is, Kurigam, I'm begging you, for the love of God. I don't know what your plan is with Callie right now, but this is the weirdest thing you have ever done with this character. I'll say this first. The first half of the chapter, I was still upset. The second half of the chapter, greatness. So I have very conflicting emotions about the chapter in its totality. But the first half, the pacing and plotting of the arc so far, specifically with Callie, is still all over the place. I don't understand why she's here if you're going to off-screen the most prominent character dynamic she's had in the arc so far for apparently no reason. I guess we'll get to it eventually, but I'm not sure why you leave on a cliffhanger for that and then just off screen it. That was an Oda move, and I expect better. Second thing, I'm not sure why Callie is here if Yuta kicks her out of his body just immediately. Something else has to occur for her presence here being worth it, in my opinion. Otherwise, I don't know really why she was here other than to give Leez the bracelet. No, that's all the negativity out the way. I'll get the positive shit first. Yuta cooking, Leez cooking, and I'll just leave it at that. And I'm gonna say, and now I'm gonna take my fucking victory lap. Naya asked me what I would do to fix the arc to make it happen, and what did I say? 1 to 2 chapters, Leez has to figure out on her own what Callie is doing. Lo and behold, the next chapter, she figures it out by herself. And Tierra's gonna say it was because they already knew in the Raws, but I smell the cap in your chat. You can't. I'm familiar with your game. Y'all were slandering. Y'all didn't have faith. You didn't think that the prognostications were gonna come true. And then the second thing, this is for sure Yuta in third stage. It's like this. I'm gonna call it now. This is the Garuda Sura form that we saw teased in season 2 that he's displaying right now. I think he has just wholeheartedly stopped using the Tarakas form because that is for sure what that shit looks like. And it looks very similar to the 4th stage form, but it is also slightly different. And if I recall, the wings in the 4th stage form were the Taraka wings, not the Garuda wings. And then the third thing that I got right on this. Actually, I can't even remember what the fuck it was now. I'm like all over the goddamn place. But either way, I'm taking the victory lap on that. There's still some problems here that need to be addressed. But overall, I think the character stuff that we got for Leez and Yuta in this chapter was fantastic. But there needs to be some more tweaking to what Callie is doing. Because I'll restate it again. This is not me disliking the character. I enjoy Callie's presence. But I am scared to death that she's being wasted in a scenario where she really shouldn't be. But overall, I think this chapter was good. It's the best chapter in the arc so far, outside of the first.
Yeah, I was about to say. I want to say about Kelly, like, do we expect anything interesting with her specifically, or is she just there to give Leez and Yuta some good character moments, and then dip? Maybe we get some lore about Kubera, and then we get something about Yuta like turning 4th stage, some BS like that.
I throw my hands up. I have no idea.
See, I'm scared because of that. Like, my biggest fear is that he turns 4th stage now, and that's the whole reason Kelly is here, then she dips.
If Yuta turns 4th stage now, that's literally like a universe rule breaking level of cap. The only way he should be turning 4th stage is if the Eye of Perishment comes into play.
Oh, this is Kelly is so weird for me.
Yuta has only been in 3rd stage for 7 years. There is no chance he should be turning 4th stage in terms of natural progression right now.
But see, he's chaotic, you know?
That was the third thing. Yuta's real name is a god's name. I'm calling it now. You book it, set it in stone. His name is a god's name in actual what it truly is.
I thought it would be Anastica. That's my assumption. Was like there's a secret.
Because they talk about how him being able to break through Brahma's barrier was because of his godly abilities. I thought it was just because he was half god and it was just a passive thing. No. Him actually using the names and turning his eyes green as a godly ability. That man's real name is God's name. Calling it now. And I also say I do not think his God's name is Callie, because I know that's a theory that's been floating around. All right, I'm done.
I'm still not sure how much Callie is acting and what's her real emotions. That's fair. I probably agree with that. Rereading the scene on Conche after this will be fun. Rereading Prime Punishment hits. No, this looks closer to 4th stage. I think I'm thinking he might be using a latent force like Maruna. He's still 3rd, yeah. The more we see Callie, the more she seems to already have fallen. She acts more human than some gods and servers we saw. This is overall to explain. I lost where I was. Why Callie was pissed at Leez in Crime and Punishment. Okay. Leez was strong enough to beat a human form fifth stage Raksha without the bracelet. Now she has magic, even more strength, and transcendental to regeneration on top of that. Yep. Yuta built different clan. Well, Yuta's name. It's kind of already obvious. How come he said, wait, why did you say Nai with question marks? What did I do? What
What
did I
is the
do?
possibility that Yuta has Vince's name? Like, is that even possible?
Vishnu?
Yes.
I think there's a very low percentage chance that he could.
I just thought about it. Like, it's not something like that, but I think that could be possible. Like, I
His
can
real
see
name is
Kelly trying to do
Ute.
that.
I don't think you spelled Yuta backwards properly. That's what you're trying to
And
do.
my thing is that I don't think his name can be Callie because when Leez refers to Callie like by her own name, like she still sort of refers to herself as that. Unless the reasoning here is that it's going to be, oh, I gave you my name and that's why I can't constitute myself. But I think that's a little bit bullshit.
Mhm. Does any god have an ability to have clansmen under them though? I guess Tarakas aren't really like other clansmen of Nastica clans, but more like minions, so maybe it is a god's name. That's fair.
Eh,
Wait, why would Kali have qualifications to enter his body, huh? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So if he invokes the real name, that's how she's able to do it. So is the
See,
obvious answer to the name? Like I thought Kali, but I hold on. Do I have the screenshots though? Let me see if I can find this. This is actually a perfect time to pull this up if I can find it. But
my issue, my issue with the god's name is if it's not Kelly, how can she take over his body? If it's like a fifth Zen god or a primeval,
I mean,
how can?
could just very easily be a specific transcendental that she has.
But like I can't. If she can have a transcendental that can take over a primeval's body, that's
No,
interesting.
I don't think it's that. I think it's if she's accessing Yuta's body, she's already accessed Taraka's. Anything that has chaos attribute, she can potentially directly control. That's
I
easily what
guess
it is.
I guess that's possible. Not mad at it.
I don't think it has to be her name getting transferred onto her son for her to do that.
Yeah, but like my only thing, if it was a primeval, like at that point it's difficult, even if he has chaos attributes. You know what I mean?
I mean, the only god with chaos attribute is her.
Yeah, but like even like if he has for some reason that as his second attribute, you know what I mean? Uh, as long as it's not a primeval, I don't
I
think it
can't
would be
find
a
it.
problem. I guess.
I failed. I can't find it. And I forgot I was talking about it anyways.
By the way, how
Uh,
are you feeling about
if this
the
isn't
cloud
Yuta's
thing?
fourth stage, then he must have two separate Cerberus forms. Spotty. Lees also made the theory that Kali had already lost her primeval name. True. We read Crime and Punishment to give so many answers. Also, Chaos Magic returning as Yuta developed. It was a
We all,
line having to do with like um
yeah.
the most obvious clue is the one easiest to overlook. I have that problem. I don't. I try not to overthink many things, but if I'm doing
My
something
thing
and I
is
and I
that
think it's too
I don't
obvious, I could overthink it.
I don't discount the possibility that it is Kelly, and I do think Kelly is the most likely one. I just have a general writing problem with it. That I don't think Callie being in the same position as Kubera, where her powers will sort of generally diminish and she just leaves it all to her son, is good for the overall health of the story. Because if Yuta has his name, that's only going to be one of two options. Either she diminishes and disappears and Yuta becomes God of Chaos, or she does some nonsense. I'm going to perma possess my son's body and use him as myself for the rest of
If I
time. Neither
if there
option I think is desirable for the overall health of the story because I want Callie to be active and do things of her own volition.
if there's a whole arc with Kali taking over Yuta's body, I'm dropping Kubera. I can't take it. No, that would be so fucking annoying.
Well,
By
he's
the way,
fighting
Naya,
back now.
yeah, but like if she somehow possesses him for like an entire arc, like 30 chapters, I'm good with that. I don't need it.
Mhm. I'm not that well read up on Kubera. I don't remember everything, but Callie had the name she gave to Yuta first. No, she was able to control Tarakas too, assuming that name controls them. But why would she want Yuta's body instead of her own?
Yeah,
I guess the
this whole idea also is a little bit timey-wimey, has some timey-wimey nonsense, where if it's implied that the moment this dude was born, she gave him her name, I'm not really sure how much sense that makes. Because it would be his first name and his primary one. And especially knowing that he is older than both Maruna and Kalavinka. I really, really it can be the case, but I think it introduces problems if it is.
Well, aside from that, I really like the I'm very proud of Lisa figuring it out. She actually set a trap. I like that. Instead of even like just kind of figuring it out because it was weird, she actually said something. And then Kylie had an awful response. And I'm like, look at you, bozo. You get
I
catch.
tried to tell y'all, man. I
And
told y'all she would head her way into knowing who Callie was. Y'all didn't have faith.
faith
I'm
in
the
what?
I'm the I'm the true CKL
Oh,
or
that's
CLL.
fine. I've never made such a claim. Who told you I'm a Lee
Like we all
stand?
agreed that she's gonna figure it out.
Look on my screen. What character do you see partially Brooklyn in? That's the only person. That's the bitch I care about. Okay. I like Lee's though. Don't get it twisted. But I made no such claims. Lee's ex-Cal anyone, please no. He could have been a nameless universe eating monster before. Interesting. Nah, Lee's already
I
found
would
out, and Yuta
say
fights back. I think Yuta will win this exchange and get his ball. I
I
don't
will
think
say, man,
I actually do I'm uncomfortable with Callie and Yuta's body, but it's been entertaining for me at the very least. It's been entertaining, but she
Yeah, I think in short bursts is perfectly fine. Having it be like some multi-arc Ginyu holding over Goku's body level stuff, that's where I get perturbed.
all right,
I
that's
would
fair.
say give it like two extra chapters of their conflict, and that would be fine for me.
I will also say as well that if he does have Callie's name and he doesn't want to use her abilities, it could be possible that she steals the name Callie back, and then Yuta takes Yuta as his true name.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know Callie has power over names in that regard, so there's a chance that could be the case too. For me, the main crux of it is I want Callie to be active in the story with her own body, with her own abilities, with all that other stuff. And I don't at the end of it, because she's too important of a character not to be. And I don't want it to be marred in some sort of gimmick, essentially.
Mm-hmm. I know.
To tell you the
It's fun
truth,
how. Go ahead.
I genuinely believe like at some point Kelly is just gonna disappear from the story. She's gonna set up something for Yuta and then disappear. That's my assumption. Which is
Yeah.
disappointing, but that's probably what's gonna happen.
It's fun how cocky Yuta got against her. Yeah, it was. Well, is
There is
cocky
an
the word?
argument to be made.
Is cocky the word I would use? I don't, well, I hear what you're saying. Like his confidence was
I
beaming,
don't
but
think
that's
he was
because
cocky or
that's
yeah.
because Callie essentially pointed a knife at the throat of the woman that he loves, and that completely enticed him to speak his mind clearly,
That was just
concisely,
driven.
and bar her up, and that's why it moved me. Because it's like,
Yeah.
nah, that's my girl.
Like
Don't you ever.
I don't think Yuta was cocky or arrogant. I think he was being driven,
Yeah,
passionate, and knew exactly the type of situation that he could use to put his mother in a bind.
yeah.
And
And tell her
yeah.
the things that she doesn't want to hear because of Lees and whatnot.
Yeah.
That was kind of more like how I took it.
Also, I don't know if there's been any sort of cope for this for Kubera fans before. I've seen this take a couple times, but that bitch Callie definitely does not view him as an actual son.
Mm-hmm.
He is a tool to her and nothing more. Confirmed off of this chapter. I've already had that thought, but I know I've seen a couple people, not necessarily in this chat, just around, be like, yeah, she actually cares about him. Cat.
Mm-hmm.
She does not
No,
give a
Yeah,
fuck.
it's true. Yuta did say that she lured him into his body by invoking her name, I guess. So
she,
maybe he has a
Yuta is
plan. I don't know. But also, we don't know what conversation Claude and Callie had after, the little cliffhanger. So they could have kept talking about something that we have no clue about. I'm not saying
I,
it's true. I'm just saying it's possible.
I will say this about
By
How
the way,
can
sorry, real
Callie be
quick.
with you?
The reason I'm holding my headphone is because it's breaking. I have to get new
Jesus.
ones. It's actually
Yeah.
breaking, and it doesn't work in one ear if I don't. It's so ghetto.
Oh,
This is
It's
ratchet as
so
shit.
ghetto. I don't know what
yeah.
happens. See, like if I let go, you see how it's like floating up? It like floats up.
Yep.
Like I have to hold it down. So, anyways, sorry. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm looking at myself in the camera like I look stupid holding this fucking headphone. Go ahead. Go ahead. KG, my bad.
Yeah. I will say this about Kali. I don't think she necessarily like loves Yuta, but in a way, like her mistakes. Remember, like one of the biggest things she didn't like about herself is falling in love. So in a way, she's trying to perfect herself in Yuta, if that makes sense. That's why her giving him
Oh,
her name is
I
very
see where you're going
possible.
with this.
I think like that's a possibility. Like in a way, like he's the
Like,
perfected version of herself.
are you making the claim that she loved Garuda?
Not necessarily Garuda. There's someone she loved. I don't know if it's
Well,
Garuda or
probably,
not.
in the universe's past, probably. But
Probably,
I doubt
but
that Callie has ever had a legitimate
it's heavily
positive.
implied.
I don't think Callie has had a legitimate positive emotion towards any living being for a very long time.
Very
That's at
long
least the
time,
thing.
but someone affected her because she said like she doesn't like love because it takes control over you and you know how it goes if you remember. So
Yep.
someone fucked her up at some point, and she probably views Yuta as something like the
Head ass
perfected
theory.
version of her.
Head ass
Hmm?
theory. Shiva. That's why she wanted to fight that man.
Shiva? Yo, that would be funny. That would be funny.
In Crime and Punishment, she seemed to care to care to a degree. He is to Callie what humans are to Brahma. That's kind of how I see it. But
I
the
thought about
attachment
that
might
too.
have grown over time. I don't know. She didn't make ties with creatures. I lost where I was reading. Because they will vanish between universe anyways. What if Leez needs to become transcendent? Kind of makes sense with the time Lee stuff. So it's possible. Callie did say she had love when she talked with Lees, or if she thinks that this is her very last universe because she herself needs to exist, maybe she will start to care a little. Like how Kubera wanted to make the gods care. I feel that. I see your point. If Callie got if Callie got Lees to take the bracelet in this time period, you think that'll affect the present as we know it one another? I'm not entirely sure, but this could be exactly what's supposed to happen for some reason. I'm not sure what's going to happen after the bracelet because she might not have it back in the present time. So we'll have to see how things play out.
We
If you
we
don't
talked about
love me, I'll kill you. Sounds about right. Go ahead.
we talked about this last week. If she brought the bracelet back into the present, it would just replace what the bracelet currently is. As far as we understand how these sort of things work
So
in
Sierra
terms
would
of time.
lose it and Lees would have it, or would
Asha
Lees
would lose
lose it and Sierra would have it?
it would either be Asha would lose it because she has it right now. Sierra
Oh
doesn't
shit!
have it.
Sorry, you're right. My bad.
It would either be Asha loses it and Lees has it, or Lees loses it and Asha has it. Now, based on what happened with Ren and Yaksha, I would assume Lees would have it and Asha wouldn't. But this is the other
But
thing too. That was with an organ of a body. With items, it could be different, especially because we know that with the eyes of perishment, they replicated themselves if they were in multiple timelines at once.
I want to
Mhm.
say
Now,
it's different
that
with
could
Yaksha
be
because
that could be a chaos attribute thing, or it could be an item thing. I'm not entirely certain.
I think
Okay.
with the Yakasha stuff is that because Yakasha can survive without his heart, if I recall. So the one that kept it was Ran.
And the
That's
one
what.
that I said is that she will have this throughout a bit of her journey through time, and this will be how the bracelet goes missing for that period of time after when Enon had it and the Temple of Earth didn't have it
That's
for a
kind of
long
what I
time.
was thinking. That's kind of what I was thinking. I hope Ash loses it and watch her have a meltdown.
But is there a possibility,
Very
like, if she
deliberately didn't
tries
show
to
the
take it?
time Lee's wrist. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but like, what if she like because I'm assuming Yakasha lost his heart because he can live without it. There's a possibility if she goes back to the present with it, she would be the one to lose it, and Asha would keep it. I
Well,
guess.
no, because if that was the case, then it could have easily have been the case, KG, where if Rand goes to a period of time where Yaksha's alive, he loses his heart.
No, because
Like, see,
yeah.
he thought he didn't even consider it.
Uh,
Hmm.
because I recall like they said that because it's Yakasha can live without it. That's why the heart was still with Ran.
No,
That's what.
that's the reason why he wasn't suffering any penalty. Well, he was suffering penalties. He was weaker without the heart. Ashura noted that. So there was a penalty just because Yaksha's a first king that he can handle it. Like he won't just outright die from that. It could, if what you're saying is true, then it could have easily been the case Ran loses it and just straight up dies if he was in an area with Yaksha through time travel.
No. My point is that because Yakasha can't survive without it, the heart stayed with Ran.
I don't think the laws of time care about whether who's more survivable or not.
I can't confirm it. I think it was stated, but I need to reread. I'm not sure about that. But like, yeah, either way.
What the fuck was I gonna say? I had a point to make. Oh, so you guys think this form that he's in, the Garuda-looking one, is still third stage or fourth stage?
Definitely still third stage. And I meant to say this earlier when Heimlo said that Yuta has two servs. He must have two serve forms. We've been on this. Kurigam confirmed that when he ascended to third stage, he had a choice to make between which of the two he wanted to pick, Taraka or Garuda.
Mm-hmm.
And he chose the Taraka form initially. I think now, given more time that's been going on, I think it is possible that Yuta has switched back over to the Garuda Sura form. Because he seems a lot, I'll say this right now, he seems more hostile towards his mother now than he used to be. Like, he didn't particularly like her in season 2 and 1, but now I genuinely do not think, I mean, he might still love her because it was his mother, but I think out of all 4 of the parental dynamics Yuta has had, the one he cares about the least is probably Callie at this point in time.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's the one he cares about the most, but it's hatred, you know? It's like, why did it have to be like this?
That's semantics. Don't do that.
You know,
that is semantics.
Listen. But like, I don't blame him. Like, if you had to go through what he went through and losing your eyes and everything and trying to kill your girlfriend, I get it. Why he's like that right now.
Mm-hmm. Nasticus can survive lots of damage. She did. I checked. At the end of enemy 11, we see both wrists, no bracelet. Interesting. I mean, Jambi is still alive without any organs. LMAO. Biology of Suros has some info on body of Nasticus. We'll work on putting it put together a translation after the Finite. We appreciate you and the hard work. We got a lot of translation on Discord server, by the way. Okay, I'll take a gander. Also, Yuta is very much a Vishnu camp, so he vehemently opposes her mother.
And how much you want to bet that influence of Vishnu's camp came from Shuri as well? Considering, I mean, Shuri is basically his actual mom at this point.
Oh man.
I think he's straight up transferred over to the third stage Garuda form. Now, I will say this: it is odd that he's back with Blackwing again, because at the end of Kubera and Kubera, he had a red wing, and we were noted that in the third stage when he was locked up, his wings were changing colors to red, in terms of the feathered Garuda one. So it is interesting that it's back to being black right now.
Unfortunately, my memory's trash.
By the way, how do you all feel about the Yuta Shore relationship? Because like the first time I read their interaction, it felt manipulative. I can't explain why it just felt like that. Like there's nothing there, but like it felt like she's just as manipulative as Kelly is.
Well, I think it's the least interesting dynamic he has because it's not on screen a lot, but it is most definitely the one that I think it's his most influential relationship for his characters.
Yeah, that's why I need more of it. What we got like.
I mean, what you really need, you want more than just one very brief on-screen interaction, which is all they've had, and that was when you first stage when that happened.
Well, the weird thing about it is that she's the one that influenced him the most, but like he doesn't really think about her that much. Like outside of what he needs to do and what he can do, he doesn't really think about Shori that much.
Peter?
So I don't know, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, Keaton. I think Maruna is more like Genharva than he's willing to admit. Especially after the Raltara stuff.
Oh, brother.
I'm just telling you.
he is just as indecisive. Like that's stated. He's just as indecisive.
I don't know,
I
like
can't
you're
really
doing it again.
Kalavinka. I can't speak for Kalavinka and Vishnu because we literally know basically nothing about Vishnu.
Hmm. Sorry, I know I'm distracted. I'm just very unprofessional. Yeah, I
Do you think, man?
apologize. But this should be right. Okay, actually, you should have the order. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna make sure because my bookshelf has the Monogatari series in order. But you should be good. I gave you the watch order if you want to watch it, and then the light novel order because Monogatari season 2 doesn't really separate them by the books. It is do Monogatari season 2, so I had to remember all the individual names of each arc. But you should be good now. Okay, sorry y'all. I'm back. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here. Monogatari on the brain was on the brain. Okay, let me see. Good translation. Yuta never calls Kelly by her name. Yuta is very much vision. Oh, yeah, I saw it already. I recall that. I recall that. I just didn't think he'd have access to it after he already developed. I think it's fascinating how each of the Garuda siblings came out of their relationship with their guardians. Actually, I agree with that. Gandhi to Maruna, Shuri to Yuta, Vishnu to Kala. Yep, very much. All right, you got it. All right, good. Um, was there anything I wanted to comment on in this chapter? There's a couple of things I feel like I missed, but
No,
um,
what do you think of the Claude and Callie thing getting off screened?
Yeah.
I mean, I have personally, I have issues. I have off-screen trauma because of One Piece, but that aside,
High key, that's me too. High key, that's me too.
Yo,
that that aside, if it comes in a moment that I think it's the perfect time to reveal it, to me it's about execution. So I'll take it in stride. But hopefully it's not like I'm not gonna I think it's like jarring or I'm be like you could have showed me this earlier and it would have been fine or not any different. So hopefully it goes well. But yeah, I got off-screen
I
trauma. Yeah, I got off-screen trauma, bro.
I
And
I think at worst it would be annoying, like in a sense that they're gonna keep it a secret. Did he accept or not for like a few chapters? That would be annoying. Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it has potential to be bad. It's just like, come on, bro. Like
Mhm,
that was me. That was me when I read
Yeah.
it.
mhm.
Like, god damn it, Oda, why did you write this? Okay.
Oh, she's putting it on this right here. Right here, she puts it on
Yeah, she
the
has it on for.
bracelet. No, I'm saying in this.
Shout
I
out
think at this
Korean
part
readers,
she's still
man.
holding it.
Not
I
like me
believe. If I
readers.
scroll up a bit, or it might, and
Yeah.
then later on you see her put it on. So
Also, low key, Callie pulling up on Lee's like that. I'm not so certain she's going to get the results that she thinks she is. If that physical exchange is going to go down, because Lee's was about to fight Kinara one on one with just the
I
boots.
feel
what's up, Blizzard?
With the book, with now this is the other thing. Callie had the Sword of Ray, which means that if Lee's isn't holding it, she one still has the name changing spear, two doesn't suffer from the regeneration drawback that the sword has, and three now has the boots and the bracelet on at the same time. So I'm really not sure how much Callie and Yuta's body is going to do to Lee's in that state.
Say she was stacked up. She was
I'm
stacked
just,
up.
you might have just pulled up on Lee's and got punched in the mouth. I'm so dead ass.
Shoot, Yuta secretly
they
saving
will
his mom. Have you
they will
ever
nerf Lees. Don't
thought
worry about it.
Kubera? Wait, hold on. Do you ever think Kubera dropped quality or being bad like with TOG? No. I think she's a much more confident. Well, here's the thing, right?
Endings. That's it. That's the only fear I have. That's just because of endings in general. Nothing else. It's nothing to do with Kurigam specifically.
I think that's fair. I mean, I've honestly read a lot of stories where the ending is really good. Here's the way I see it, right? I do think there's things in Tower of God that would intrigue people more, that will entice people more to want to read that over this series. Think about me as when it comes to like narratives that I experience, the stories that I'm reading, playing, or watching. I I'm always gonna have an elevated sense of appreciation if the writing quality is very sharp, and this is the best written webtoon that I've seen. I actually don't and never had a problem with the artwork from the beginning and stuff, but obviously it was generally amateurish and there was a lot of improvement to be made, which I'd argue she did. And I'll take that. I never thought of Kubera was ugly. I always thought it was colorful, vibrant, and expressive and things of that nature. Now, I think she has a much better grasp in the story, and it seems to me that she's planned things out more like in advance, more so than she's trying to make it up on the spot on a week to week basis. So no, I don't particularly foresee the quality of the series dropping in any meaningful capacity. That's just my opinion. And she's built up enough good rapport with me. Let's say we went through a lull for about maybe 4 months, and then she snapped out of it. I'd forgive it if that makes sense. So she'd have to be like ass for 2 years for me to start being like, what's going on here? Who is this imposter? So yeah, that's my
Yep.
answer.
Yeah.
Ending
I,
again. That's fair. I hear you.
And that's
I,
just for the webtoon sphere. Like there are plenty of stories that exist with great endings, but it's
Mm.
just
I will say this.
man, the East has a problem with them.
There's for me the biggest thing that could affect the quality is what she does with Gandhavara. Because if he's ass at the end, I'm taking 2 points out of Kubera. I don't care. That his character arc would be so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, I
That
will say. Genharva's, I was gonna hate this word. Genharva's redemption arc has to hit. It has to
has
hit
to.
for it to be good.
Listen, to me, it's like it's not the most important thing in Kubera. It's the thing that you better do right, or I will be the most mad. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
go ahead and fumble that arc, man.
Listen,
Joking,
I
I'm
need
joking, I'm
that
joking.
wedding to go
This
crazy.
man's
Him and
such a
Theo.
rat. He's such a rat.
Yeah.
All right, man, I'm the
That
rat
wedding is
queen.
gonna go crazy, man. I can't wait to go there. Okay.
All I can think of, Callie and Claude, is that Claude never lost his ability to see names, so something did cook between them. Hope you enjoyed this chapter. Me and Kirk have been working hard on this arc. I appreciate you, Lizard. But Glam, this interaction led to Leez getting her ass beat in Conscia, and she had no idea why. She was so mad.
Yeah.
Callie's unhinged,
Fuck. Yes, she is.
but Yuta concealed her bracelet powers. Yuta watched his mom kiss Leez on the cheek. Lel, she said, "Oh nah." He said, "Oh nah." SIU also planned things out. So did other SIU, and the third one. It's just that their plans were different. This was the three lords of SIU, Slave and Utero. One is named Slave, one name is In, one is Utero, but they all just go by the same
Hero.
moniker.
Yep.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Disney trilogy being handed out between two people, but they didn't have the same vision with Ryan Johnson, and what's his name?
Oh yeah, it was
J.J.
Trevorrow, and then they
Abrams
gave
and
it back to
Abrams
Abrams.
and Abrams.
Yeah.
Like that's what's happening. um, Hot Glam, Gandhi season better hit. Fumbling Gandhi and make it a 20 out of 10. He says, here you go. See, now we talking my language. Redemption arcs are really hard to do. The only one I thought of as peak writing is direction is Zuko of Avatar. Zuko and Maroon have incredible character arcs. But no, the Gandhi thing is important because obviously we know that the end that he has to get the best possible universe, he has to be around or whatever. So it's gonna come through. I
That's
just
just
don't think
overall plot.
I just don't
I
think
think just
he's redeemable personally to me. But I think that about a
yeah,
lot of characters in shows. Even if they're like, "Oh, Dio, oh, you just misunderstood," I'll be like, "Nigga, I'm not buying that."
He was not.
yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah, Gunharva's one like overall plot needs it, and his own particular character and character dynamics that he has. Like in particular, the redemption arc needs to hit for his dynamic with Agni to really work.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, because Agni has put his faith in that man. Honestly, a little bit more than he should.
Doesn't deserve. But by the way,
Uh,
About Agni and Gandhavra, I've been thinking about something. How will Gandhavra feel about Agni saving Shakuntala partly because of what Menaka told him? That she will
I don't
carry
think
on to change
I
Gandhavra.
don't think Gunharva's ever going to learn that personally.
Because like remember the first thing he said about the gods is that they are manipulative. That's why he dislikes them and they pretend to be good people, and Agni is different. I can
Well,
see Kurgan doing something where he realizes this and start to have a beef with Agni.
I don't think that's going to happen, especially given that Agni's version of manipulation is still positive. Like he's still
But
a good
like,
like
but still, like you know how Gandhavara will react to it. Like I
I
don't
don't. I
think he
think
would
you're
care.
thinking about how previous Genharva would react to that. I don't think current one would react harshly to that.
I don't know. I feel like Kurgan did that intentionally. I'm interested in seeing that, but I know it's gonna annoy me too. So
Yeah, I just don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, I think that's a flashback nugget for us to understand the motivations, and it's not going to come up in conversation.
If
Agni still Agni still thinks Oda is the GOAT.
Ganhavara, what event could push him to the last step? If I'm removing Tara from the story, so I'm just gonna delete her. Delete her.
Yo, Naya,
I'm gonna cast. I'm
removing
I'm I'm gonna
Hey,
cast erasing existence, and then she's gone. There's nothing. There's nothing we can do.
You're
It's okay.
such a rat.
When I heard about the ending for JoJo Part 6, I was pissed. But when I watched it for myself, I thought it was genuinely beautiful. I liked it a lot personally. But Stone Ocean is my favorite part. Um, maybe Gandhi will die in a plot driving way, and that was it. Agony is not me. I would have dropped that sword on the Gandhi's neck regardless of what Cat Manaka tells me. That's me, but I probably have fucked the universe up. I'd have been like, I'm not trying to hear this. That's just me though.
Naya
No.
is Shiva. He would have wanted it to end like 3 steps in.
Shiva's definitely my god self insert. Well, him and Yama, just
Yeah.
like just constant irritation and leave me
I
alone.
think at this point, Shiva has replaced Yama as the god self. I'm not gonna lie.
Funny enough,
I'll be
the
having
only
hella
gods I thought
paperwork to
about
do, bro.
Naya is Verona. You know, the funny thing, Naya, the god I thought about when like I thought about human reading was Varuna. I was like, what? When he was hitting on Gandhava, I was like, you don't deserve the name. Then I remembered, yo, that's Naya. So it's weird that you're saying Shiva.
One of my homegirls said that when she was reading it. She said Maruna reminds me of you, and I'm like, why?
I don't know. That
Maruna
line I
has some
thought about.
characteristics that overlap with mine, but personally I see it the most in Yama, Shiva, and oddly enough,
Here it comes.
what the fuck, Chandra.
Oh, I thought
Agni
for
too
the sake
at
of
the beginning.
irony, I thought he was about to say Indra. I was gonna like hear it
Yo,
first.
Nah, nah. I
funny
mean,
enough, Chandra is the god I would
you
associate
know
with
what?
Sam.
That's not crazy to
Reading.
say, because I'll be torturing people for no reason. But
Yo,
understand, I keep it in a certain realm. Like I torture like anime, like fans of like fandoms. Like that's not
Mhm.
serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
watch somebody suffer. But if you like
you're
Hunter x
not
Hunter, I'm gonna cook you.
you're not walking up to your betrothed and being like, "Oh, I love you, Cap."
You're like, I do
yo,
like to mess with people. That's true. But I keep it where it matters. Or like I think it doesn't matter. So if you get mad because I'm cooking black clover, you're just a loser. Who cares what I think?
it's true.
I'm torturing Gojo fans like I read the series.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. What a loser! And me and Nara were cooking somebody in his chat the other day. We're going in. I'm like, I don't even read this shit. Everyone I like is dead. You guys can cook me back for it. Every character I like is dead in JJK. They don't even know how to fight back. It's so hilarious. So, anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Nanami
Uh,
left, and we all left with him. That was the day I was done with JJK.
for me, it was pretty much. I don't like the end of Shibuya, so I just kind of like whatever. But yeah, Naya fighting his future grief by removing the cause of grief today. See, you get it, you got it. I feel you. I don't want Ganhavara's tail either. It's okay. I'm working on removing her from my heart and soul, so I don't care when it happens. It's been it's been a slow process. I'm at like 0.9%, but we getting there. Uh, because we have the unresolved scene when Kali Hera talked to Gandhi to save Tail. Gandhi is so weak to persuasion, power of persuasion. Yeah, I saw it already. Gandhi would eat out Kali's hand if she dream drops Dala. Take Indra, Yama, Rush, and Igami. Hey, I respect it. Your goat Takashi coming back, by the way. Is he actually? Did they actually announce he's coming back for like a
He
volume?
posted another graphing paper screenshot on Twitter.
And everyone's theorizing. You know, those niggas for like 10 videos. What does this mean? Well, back in 1800, when the first L in Japan, it meant like
Yeah.
another. How much longer do you think Kubera will go? Is it near over to you? Do you think it's gonna be this season? I think it'll be a fourth season. But honestly, I like in my head, I feel like around 800 sounds right. I don't know.
Yeah, I was asked that the other day, like how much longer do I think I'd go, and I said 700, 800 chapters probably. So
That
another
seems right to me.
5
I don't
years.
have any reasons. It's just vibes. I'm just going off vibes.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how long this Lee's saga is, because after that, I don't think it will take more than 150 chapters. Like
I mean, I
after,
still have a lot to do in that period of time.
Mhm.
I think
Well,
like 150 is enough for like after Lee's leaves. You know?
mhm. See, if we're gonna go stupid, smoking that Gojo pack. I love Hunter x Hunter anime. What you gonna do? Nothing. I just, my condolences. I wish you had better taste. You know when Indra had to break his wait. You know when Indra had to break his betrothal, he spun it like the most sympathetic way possible. Also, do you guys think this will lead us to seeing how Yuta ended up in the abyss? Maruna and Rand saw him during the weight of time. I didn't think
That's a
about that.
universal possibility. That's a universal possibility, in my opinion. I don't think
Okay,
that's actually what.
the main
Yeah,
timeline.
that's
Ganhava arc gonna end with him sacrificing himself, and it doesn't work. I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Nah, 700.
yeah.
We still get the second best possibility. They both are ready for God Abyss Yuta. Maybe it was a possibility. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's 5 more years of good living. If that's the case. So I gotta live till 35, I guess. Ugh, all right, I'll keep living. I'll hang in there a little longer. Reasons to live. Kubera's on that list.
Yep.
It's on that list. I really like how she figured it out. She had a bench. She just like, yeah, she really set a
Some
little trap
context
for him.
was together.
So proud.
I was like, Yuta wasn't eating, bitch.
You know,
Um,
you see me when I don't know something, I just say I don't know. I just feel like I don't remember, or I don't recall, I don't know. Like that's what I do. I play dumb when I don't have the right answer. I don't gamble like, yeah, yeah, and it's like idiot. I made that up. I'm like, fuck. You know what it is though? I learned not to lie about certain things at such an early age because I got caught for the dumbest things. And part of the reason why I don't talk crazy sometimes is you know how young I was when I got caught with a three-way call trap. I was like in the sixth grade, and I said, "This is crazy." I was like, you know what? Just tell the truth, man,
He
or play
said
dumb,
never.
or play dumb, and play dumb.
yeah.
What's is the Kitan talking about the prototype Yuta in D 500 or future Utah? We don't know. That's why I said it. Oh, me and Curry going with a Lorraine X kind of have a redemption not quick enough just for Unaya. Lorraine,
There,
ugh. Honestly,
when the author
Lorraine wouldn't
has
bother me as much. I don't like her, but it wouldn't bother me that
when the
much.
author has like other characters in the story being like, "Man, you're Lorraine, you're trash." I don't
Yeah.
think a redemption arc is on the cards for Lorraine.
The
I get
Utah
the
is
feeling
me.
Lorraine. I get the feeling Lorraine's gonna pull up on Asha and die, and then start feeling like, "I'm coming to see you, Saha," on some like actual stupid ass shit. I honestly
She's
expect that to
gonna be.
happen.
Brahma gonna manipulate her, make her die or something to beat Asha.
Hey,
Something like
I said this when
You
Kubera and
know
Kubera
what?
ended.
I'm stupid. I'm thinking about something completely different. I'm thinking about the possibility timeline when thing evolved and Maruta was able to see Utah and everything. That's after the wait of
Mm-hmm.
time. That's my fault. I was thinking of the wrong thing. So I apologize. I don't think that's what we're talking
I
about. I think
will
we're
say
talking about
this.
like
I will
the
say
wait of
this
time.
about Lorraine. I am happy that her dumb decision came with consequences, because when I watched Gravity Falls, there was a moment, like, you know what that moment is if you watched it. I got so fucking mad at Mabel's. Like, you shouldn't get away with that. Either way. So that's the only thing I would give Lorraine.
I told people this when the arc ended, or when Kubera ended. I said there are two options for if Brahma gets summoned, and the vastly more interesting one is Lorraine. Now I think it'd be cool if Lutz did, but I genuinely think that it's gonna be Lorraine that does it. If she, because now Brahma's pushing like, hey, all y'all need to get summoned. I'm assuming that includes her. So I get the feeling it's gonna be Lorraine rather than
Lorraine
Lutz.
started with the truck and let it end with the truck.
Yep. Yeah, Lorraine's gonna get those train tracks ready to go
I
for
still
Brahma.
can't believe she just drove into that bitch. I'm like, this is what stopped you? Maybe
She
that was
tried.
a
She
Utah
tried
taken
to
over
cope.
by Cali. We have no idea. I don't know. Sometimes y'all scare me because I feel like you're just saying things that happen in the future, but I don't know. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it all plays out. But I like this chapter. I probably agree with you, Glenn. This is the one I enjoyed the most, aside from the first one. But I enjoyed this more than the first one, though. In
Okay.
hindsight, I think the first chapter hits because of just you see where everyone goes. But yeah, I think I like this one the most so far in Finite. What is Florine's arc ends with her getting isekai'd? What's going on, man?
What?
Shit. Goodbye, I guess. Go whatever story you end up in. I was transported to another world when my student betrayed me, and then I became a tree, or whatever the fuck it's called.
That's the title. I
She was
murdered my boyfriend. Now I'm in another world.
right. All these stu. I hate the titles of these. I don't like. I'm not an isekai guy. I don't like them. Like if I like one, it's an outlier. It's not. I like they're mostly garbage to me. That's just my opinion. You guys can watch me apply my ointment.
I mean, it's just like power fantasy at this point. Like, it's not really interesting.
Yeah. All right. What's your favorite panel?
Oh, Yuta at the end, for sure.
Rob.
It's a toss up between the Garuda one and the one where Leez finds out that it's Callie and she's just kind of looking. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Did you guys both
I
answer?
don't think I have one.
Oh.
Hmm?
Did you have,
I don't know. I
you have
don't
a
think
favorite
I
piece
have
of
one that
dialogue?
comes. I just enjoyed the Lee's moments. Like, I was happy that she found out, not because like she's super intelligent or she just knows her boyfriend and knows
Yeah.
context like things that happened between them. I'm happy
Yuta's
for that.
Yuta's dialogue to Callie for me.
Mm.
Like, my name is Yuta, essentially.
Something was sent to me. This can't be no way. Oh, let me save this and show y'all. This is what they're talking about. Save image. JPEG. Yo, like my entire Instagram asked me about Fall Killer 5 Elements when I posted that clip. It's this one. It's from The Weight of Time.
Yeah, I still think that's a possibility. I don't think that's real or real him, especially because he's still wrapped up like that. I definitely don't think it's actually him.
Okay.
It's also that looks like fourth stage as well, like fourth stage human form, because his hair is way too fucking long.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do we know if Amiibos can be summoned? Can be summoned? I think so. There's an answer. There's never answer. Eh? It's kind of hilarious. Yep, Yuta panel. We
Yeah.
saw Brahma in a summoning magic example. I remember that now. Huh. Just have to see. We'll just have to see. What about you? Have anything? Anything you think we forgot to speak on or touch on?
Nope. Good chapter. Hope we get back. I hope Callie's time in this arc is not wasted. Or
Well,
for not.
glad you're in a better mood about
As
it.
long
You
Yeah.
weren't feeling it the last 2 weeks for sure. You weren't feeling it.
I was just like, man, like I don't know what she's doing. What's the point? Like
Mhm. How could
bigger
that
and
be
better.
a
I want bigger and better.
possibility? I don't understand. He was there in the past in the real universe. That's the question being asked to you.
Hmm?
He was there in the past in the real universe.
Like this is the weight of time. The weight of time is the main
Oh,
timeline, isn't it? But just in the past.
yeah.
So they're saying that that's that Yuta. So how can that be like a possibility? Unless you mean that Yuta himself is a possibility, not the world.
Yeah. I'm not saying the world. I'm saying
Oh,
just
you're
that
saying the
specific
Yuta. Okay.
because that doesn't look like third stage Yuta. If it is the Yuta we currently know, then he would have to be fourth stage, which I personally don't think is going to happen in the story, unless it's at the very end.
I think it has to happen at this point. Like, if they're gonna travel for a while, at least in a possibility, we're gonna see it clearly.
Well,
At the
yeah,
very
I'm
least.
saying for the Yuta, like actual main character Yuta in this story, I do not think is going to be fourth stage unless he would have to be going through time longer than Maruna did. by a substantial amount if he's going to do it normally. The only way it's going to happen is through the Eye of Perishment, and I genuinely do not think the Eye of Perishment is going to be used for him. I think the only character is probably going to be used on is Chess. If even that, there's a high likelihood that they don't get used at all.
Do you
I'm
think
good of
someone
Chess
can
not using it.
devolve? Did he do that?
I mean, there's no way it's second stage because that's at least third stage build. Second stage is him as a
Maybe he did
kid.
something that erased his existence, like name stuff. I always thought in my head maybe they can compress or revert back to other stages, but I don't know if it causes a problem. Like it still takes time to get back to the other ones. I've kind of had that thought, but I had that thought very early in the series. I haven't thought about that in like 2 years, honestly. So
Yeah.
you think it's a future Yuta instead? It's possible. You never know.
Yeah, it's most definitely him from the future, but I just don't think it's a future that's going to be the actual like canon
What this
ending of the
Yuta
series.
goes through. Like he won't end up being.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, I don't. I just don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, this is a great chapter though. I enjoyed it. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Yuta, Jatayu, or Cali, Cali 2, Cali 1.0, Cali 2.0, whatever you will be calling them now.
That's
Yep.
one.
Yeah, clean.
Yeah.
All right.
Chapters. I'm mad at the cloud thing, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. And luckily for everybody, like how long ago we did this? Like a month ago? Me, you, Sandy, Carter. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Was that
just
it
us.
actually? Was that it?
It was us.
We already did a discussion for Kubera and Kubera, the entire arc. It's about 2 hours. I will premiere that tomorrow on YouTube, so you guys enjoy that. Go get that a like and comment when it's out. We already had that conversation. Mhm. But now I'll be moving on. I appreciate you boys. Now I gotta.
Yeah.
As always, I appreciate the Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Shout out to the CBLs, man. We need y'all here. Y'all be loving Bam. I feel it. But shout out to the Priest of Fire, man. Y'all might be the real CBLs because they be loving Brillith. It's Brillith gang till I die. But a big, huge shout out to the Fifth Zen Gods. Shout out to Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Makai, Revenant, Scope, Shoddy to your body, Simi, Ticos, Tino Brown, Zachary Cooper, Zodiac Nemco,
Zyler Scotty.
5:28 a.m., Big Abdel, Big Allen, Andrew, Childish Nujabis, Tris, Fairs, and Johnny Rogers. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm going to be making a subscribe star and making a big content push at the end of this year. So hope you guys will continue to support me. I really appreciate it.